Hey guys, welcome to Simple Real Estate Investing. I'm Joe Simonera, the only channel that gives you some real news and advice on real estate investing, and we're not selling you anything. So I'm on the way to check out a quadplex, which is a 4-unit apartment building here in New York. And I typically don't get into multi-apartment buildings. I had a bad experience many years ago. I owned it was like a 6-unit building in PA, Pennsylvania. And what happened was I had one bad apple who became like the town spokesperson to make sure that not only did they not pay the rent, but all the other tenants should not pay the rent. And you know, if you're a slumlord and you're not fixing stuff, that's fine. But if you're a tenant that's looking to try to get over and just not pay the rent because they think that the landlord's rich, which a lot of times these landlords are so leveraged, it's disgusting. And what happened was they basically got everybody in the building not to pay the rent. So when I think of multiple units, like anything under 10, I think of disasters. If you got one bad apple and the bunch can convince everybody to just kind of be as negative as they are. And these people are talented. They're able to do it. So before you go looking into a multiple unit, be sure that, you know, number one, the place is really up to date on all the, it's cleanly, you know, it's clean, it's looking good, nothing's broken down. There's no excuse for someone not to pay the rent. That's number one. Number two, you know, vet your people. You don't want a bad apple. If you get someone who's like right off the bat, like I had this lady one time, she went to look at an apartment first time, had a complete attitude. Oh, I don't like the carpet. I like this. You changing that. That's a headache. So you get somebody that starts walking in and starts asking for a million changes, it's not the right tenant. You know, you want the tenant that goes in there and says, this place is beautiful. I love it. Do you mind if I put a couple of pictures on the wall? That's the kind of tenant you want. You don't want that annoying tenant that just basically comes in there and started requesting all these changes right off the bat. I mean, that's just ludicrous, but it happens. And that's the kind of tenant that, you know, could get a chip on their shoulder and not want to pay the rent. And then next thing you know, they're knocking at everybody else's door saying, we shouldn't pay the rent. And that's exactly what happened. I had to evict the whole building. And I was going through the process. Thank God in Pennsylvania, you can get people out in, you know, a month and a half. Because if this was New York, forget it, they'd stay here for years. The New York real estate system loves to stay on the side of the tenant that's not paying the rent. But in PA, they do support a little bit of entrepreneurship a lot more, you know, and you can get the tenant out relatively quickly. So I was literally on pretty much the last 15 days notice that the judge was going to give them to get out. And then I got an offer for the building, and I sold the building, which they later converted into to office space. But anyway, I'm going to take a look at it against my best interest, but it's for a good price, and you know, it's all about the cash flow. This should cash flow nicely. There's also two storage units in the back that I could probably get some more money for. So I'm going to check it out, but I just wanted to give you a little insight on I know I haven't posted a video in a while, man. I've been real busy, but I'm going to try to be a bit more consistent here with posting videos and whatnot. But, you know, a lot of people think, you know, like I know Grant Cardone is big. Oh, multiplex, you know, it's a lot of headache. You know, it's not, and they don't sell as quick either. You know, a multi-unit only sells to another investor. It doesn't, like, you know, if you had single unit properties, single family homes, they could sell very easily to anybody, because now you can sell to a family, you can sell to an investor. You know, it's very seldom you're going to have like an owner operator, you know, that's going to buy a 4-unit property or 10-unit property, live in one and rent out the rest. I mean, it would be a great investment, but I mean, could you imagine living in the same house, unit that you have the places? You would never get any sleep. Oh, this is broke, that's broke, this broke. You know, the last thing you want to do is let anybody know you're the actual landlord. You leave that ego out the door. But anyway, I'm going to take a look at this unit. If it's anything good, I'll take some photos and videos and you know, maybe do another a video on it. But if you're doing anything right, you're investing in real estate, and start right away with something small. It's the only thing that is guaranteed to go up in life. I could tell you tons of stories of people that I know that their family bought properties in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and just held on to properties for 5 years. They always go up. You know, it's even if they go down and there's a market crash, it's going to go back up. So keep doing what you're doing. Any comments, please put them below. It's a little bit of an effort to do these videos, so do me a favor and subscribe and get me motivated. Have a great day.